is today? Let's see. Nothing there crazy. 1, 2, 4. Oh my god, we are live. Hey y'all. What's up? Welcome to Mixing After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped, and turned on. I'm your host, Letitia Yofo. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Boom! And click the bell right next to it. Dink! That way you guys are notified every time I go live. Let's get situated. Hello. Thank you for joining live, you guys. Appreciate. And pull this down a notch so we can see what's going on. All right, guys. So what's up? It's been a minute. Well, not that long. Today we're gonna get into tons of juiciness. We are in Libra season, honey. Okay. So shout out to all my Libras. Happy solar return to all of you. Yes, my mother's a Libra. Well, she's a cusper with Scorpio. But if you guys know any Libras, let them know what's up, what the deal is, okay? So today, that's what we're going to talk about. We're also in the autumn equinox, and we're also in between another major eclipse that's going to occur coming soon. It's the 25th, so I think it's on the 2nd. We just had a big one during the Pisces full moon, as you may know, okay? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to give you the collective energy. We're also going to give you, opportunities on, the other side of the negative vibes that could be playing out. Also, what is autumn equinox? What is the energy? What to do during Libra season. We're going to break it down. We do also have right now, I'm looking, Sun in Libra is at 3 degrees. So we'll chime in to that as well. What to watch out for, what to focus on. While Lilith is also in the sign of Libra at 9 degrees. So you might want to look at your Libra house, okay? There was a stellium playing out. So this energy was very strong because Venus had just got out of Libra. But I will do a separate video because Venus is now in Scorpio, honey, okay? And I will talk about the rising signs all the way from Aries to Pisces on what to focus on during Libra season for you. And then we will probably chop it up with, I'll do a Libra special video, look at their own reading and all the yummy things. We'll do a collective energy reading. And then I may pull a card for all the signs. So just stay tuned and tapped and turned on. And let's go ahead and pull up the charts. Okay. How's everyone doing? Comment down below since you're live with me. If you're driving, do not comment. It's overcast over here. The sun keeps popping in and out. Ooh, blinded by the light. So... Let's go ahead and tap in, you guys. If you guys don't know, Libra season started on the 22nd. Okay, it's going to go all the way up until October 22nd. Let's pull up my notes here. I do have my notes. That way we can chime in. Okay. Also the comments. I'm pulling up the comments. That way you can see, you guys. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so we all know that Libra is an air sign, guys. Let's kind of give you a synopsis of the Libra energy, okay? If you are a Libra, some people say, I'm not the true textbook Libra. Well, let's kind of give a rundown. We all know it's air energy. We did have the moon in Gemini when it was like Libra and Gemini. Oh my God, it was like talk central. Now the moon is in Cancer, so it's a little bit more calm right now. But as far as Libra, this is a thinking, communication type of sign. Okay, you guys, Libra is also ruled by the planet of Venus, which is love and money right now, okay? Like I said, Venus just got out of home and it's out running the streets again in Scorpio, but I'm going to do a separate video on that with a love reading attached to it. So you might want to turn on your post notifications for that video, okay? It's also about beauty, relationships right now. Relationships is going to be the name of the game. Relationships, okay? So Libra energy definitely tends to be all about balance, all about harmony, all about our feelings, you know, making connections with other people. So if you are a Libra, look at that. See, sun coming in. So if you are a Libra, your vibe is typically very charming. I feel as if you know how to sway your way and get through a conversation. You can also be very diplomatic as well. Super social butterflies is what Libra energy kind of brings in. But also they try and play the middle ground. You know, they'll probably play both sides. It's like, oh, you know, I'm going to help you do that. And on the other end, they're like, this one like ain't got shit going on. You know what I mean? It's like they play both sides, okay? Trying to keep the peace is what we'll call it, okay? Which is why people often, how should I say this? Often look to you, Libra, to mediate or to figure out how to get help on both sides of things of a situation, okay? So, but on the flip side, you know, Libra energy, they can really struggle with making decisions. They can be like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to go there. I don't know what I want to eat. I don't know what I want. I don't know. So they can be very indecisive, always wanting things to be right, though. Always wanting things to be done the right way. So lots of Libra energy. They like to do things pretty much on their own, very self-sufficient. They like to get things done because they feel like their way is the right way. And if someone else does it and it's not their way, it might be the wrong way. So that's just Libra energy. So they can come across as maybe OCD, which can lead to a lot of overthinking. They also do like to avoid conflict, hence why they play both sides of the scale, okay? So let's kind of go into the collective energy. Let's go into the collective energy. I think I have too much energy. I have this mate. I'm drinking. This is not sponsored, even though it should be because I drink these all the time. This is the cranberry pomegranate. Not my fave, but it is very good. Okay, so collective energy. There's going to be tons of harmony in all of our relationships. If you feel as if right now, at this point in your life, where there's some type of focus, including your business partnerships, your love relationships, family, friends, if you feel as if there's some energy around one of those aspects or all of them, this is why we're in the Libra energy. Everything's equal. Autumn equinox, meaning equal day and night, is what equinox means, if you guys didn't know that. So Libra season is great for mending connections right now, mending a relationship. So some of you guys may be diving really deep into trying to mend your connections, form partnerships, find ways to really make peace, find ways to make justice in the situation, to make sure that you either can work with your co-worker and that you can be copacetic with them and get things done. That way you can come together maybe with your lover or your partner and really see where this can go. Okay, with also Venus being in Scorpio now, because Venus just left home running the streets in Scorpio, it's going to find a deeper way to make those connections come together. Okay, so you could be forming new partnerships, new friendships, and new circles as well, depending on all where where's Libra chilling at? Like, where is this? What house? Houses 1 through 12. It's going to hit everyone a little bit harder in that area. Okay, just so that you're aware, but tends to be a lot more harmony. More people will be willing to listen, okay? People are going to be willing to listen to what you have to say. Like I said, Libras are social butterflies. It's all about combos and talking and thinking, communication, in a sense. Kind of like you think of it like Mercury in a sense, but that's just their energy. It's air, okay? So, you know, if you feel like you've been butting heads with someone, whether it's at work or at home or, you know, your lover, whoever it is, you're gonna find some common ground. What's up, Purple Magic? I'm feeling better than amazing. How are you? So if you've been butting heads, this is really a grand energy to take the time to smooth things over with your boss, with your loved one, with a family member, a friend, whoever, whatever ship that you're sailing. This is going to be the ideal time to get it right, okay? But also too, you know, like I said, Libra is ruled by the planet of Venus, so think of beauty and creativity. So if a lot of you guys have been stirring the pot, like, you know what, I do want to get back on my YouTube channel, or I do want to start that business, or I do want to, it's like this energy is starting to shift now. You're starting to have more ideas than ever. So I recommend walking around with a journal, or at least having some notes in your phone. And if you think of something, write it down and then come back to it later. Okay, because this is where you're going to get these ideas. They're coming out of nowhere, mid-conversation, working, going to the grocery store, going to the gas station, driving, listening to a song. Something's going to spark something, taking a walk, whatever it is. You're going to think of something. It's just going to boop, pop in your brain. And then you're going to have a little bit more focus on the aesthetics of things as well. Like, ooh, this looks nice, or the way you look, the way you dress for the day, how you smell, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna take a little bit more care. So I feel like this is self-care season, honey, okay? I love the way you're glowing. Thank you. Stay lit up. So Libra season, right? So it's all about the glow, right? It's all about the glow up, pretty much. You're not going to really, some people don't really pay attention to it, but you're going to actually notice it now that I'm saying it. You're going to be like, okay, I did look in the mirror a little bit, like I did, you know, kind of turn around like, okay. Or, you know, really was checking out my outfit. I want to make sure that I look good. Or, you know, when you go out, you might actually get dressed when you go to the store and you're gallivanting, running errands. You might look like somebody today, you know? So that's Libra energy coming through, okay? It's pushing through. You might feel a little froggy, like you might want to start decorating your house or doing something, like you might feel in the season or something like that. It might just pop out in something. You'll just feel it because it's all about beauty. Like I said, aesthetics. People might feel a little bit more drawn to art, fashion, okay? You know, sprucing up the surroundings. So that's going to be the name of the game, pretty much. So it's a good time to really get into some creative projects. I know the weather is kind of like not as hot as it was, well, even though it was 96 over here, but it's flip-flopping. It's starting to get super cold at night. It's overcast right now. This is kind of that warm, yummy time to just wrap up in a cozy blanket with some coffee or hot chocolate and just get warm, dive into a book, write, journal, create a project, and really just kind of like hone it and focus on it. I call this focus season because this is where people like to hibernate because, you know, ain't much going on. Summertime's over. And, you know, the autumn leaves look so beautiful. You just kind of want to be in front of the fireplace or just chilling, just cozy and warm. So you now have time to do the self-care, to do the glow up, you know, take care of your hair, you know, your skin, you know, what you're eating. This is the time to also work out as far as health. I always say to have a summer body, you got to start now. You got to start now for the summer body. That way when you come out in summer, you can just pop out, you know, go shopping and just do your thing, okay? This is the time, okay? Definitely ready to do some journaling today. You be on point. Also too, you know, as far as Libra, as far as balancing the scales, this is where we want to play fair. We want to play fair ball. A lot of people also want justice. And if you don't see that happening, whether this is at work, whether this is with family, loved ones, friends, wherever you go, some things just don't seem fair. Now, some people know how to handle this energy. And like I said, Libra's ruled by the planet of Venus, planet of love. You might know somebody's doing some shady, fucked up shit, but you, on the other hand, if you're a nice person, you're a good person, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to do it anyway. That way you can avoid conflict. Libra energy. Okay? You're going to play both sides, but then on the back end, when you're done, you're going to be the one driving home or calling a friend or somebody talking about your day, how you were upset or angry or this happened and it's bullshit and you're like, whatever. But you wave the white flag and you kind of just you know, took control of the situation and you still carried out justice within it to make your day go brighter, to make your day go a little bit better. Yeah, you could have punched some guy in the face, you know, you could have started an argument, you could have let somebody just dump all over you with their problems, you could have just been like egging them on, you know, but you didn't. You went the opposite way, which is great. So that energy could be playing out. You could just act like you're playing fair. It's kind of like everybody's character is going to come out during Libra season. You will see many people, I don't want to say a facade. You might see that, but I just feel like you might see a different type of character within many people that you know and some that you don't know, but you see all the time, okay? Whether that's within your environment, your neighborhood, your community, work, you know, family, whatever. There's another character that's arising, or it's already been here, but now it's just popping out even more, okay? Just to save grace. So Libra energy is going to highlight that fairness. So the collective conversations are going to all be about quality, you guys. You know, it's just going to pop off. We're trying to balance everything right now. If you see yourself trying to do that, that's what's happening. Libra rising male. Oh, so expect more dialogue around what's fair in the world, right? So you see a lot of psyops playing out already. You see a lot of narratives that are playing out, and everyone's like, justice, we want justice. And it just so happens to be around election season, right? So more people may be speaking out. I see a lot of people, you know, with their little signs and on whatever's happening in the world and all of that. So you guys may witness that as well. Okay. Now, the flip side of things, because you know I like to do black and white. It's not all, you know, popsicle sticks and sugar canes over here, honey, okay? So there's going to be some indecisiveness happening. You know, everyone might feel a bit stuck when it comes to making certain choices. And you may even look at yourself. Let's say you just went through something rough and you're like, you know what? I know I'm not in a place to make a solid decision on a life-changing move. Can you help me? Can I get your advice? So those conversations might be had in your household or amongst peers, friends, family members, you name it. Okay? Some people just might not know what to do and just kind of go with what looks better. Okay? Remember I said aesthetics ruled by Venus. Something may look better, but it may not be good for you. Okay? Like really dissect everything during this season, because this is when Libra tends to weigh the scales. So it's kind of like making sure that you set up a pro and cons list on life-changing decisions, or when it comes to something that you're very indecisive about. Okay? Yeah, it's good to ask for support, pick somebody else's brain. You know, they can have questions or ideas or things that you may not have thought about. Okay? I hear you loud and clear. So it's kind of good to do that. You might have your own answer already, but it's good to see, you know what, actually, that's a great research question. You know what, you got a point there. Huh? I might need to take a look at the drawing board again. You know, so weighing both sides. It's going to be a mental tug of war, you guys, that's going to be playing out. So if you're trying to make major decisions, expect to kind of second guess yourself, because that's the energy that we're in. If you're a person that kind of always knows what you want, you might still be like, I don't know if I want pink or red. Let me just marinate on that. You know, that's what it is. Now, since Libra is also an air energy, we have to go into the playing field of knowing that there will be many surface level conversations. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Hey, how's it going today? You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Just trying to keep the peace, right? Libra energy. That's the name of the game. So just trying to be cordial. Some people might even avoid having any deep conversations. Like, you know, someone may hit me up and be like, you know what? So-and-so passed away and or died, or I ain't got no money to do this or that. And like, it's kind of like you kind of already know, oh, boom, they're going to ask me for help. Or they're going to ask, you know, it's like they're dumping and then they're going to ask for something. This is the energy where people want to feel light. They want to feel airy. They want to feel good. You know, Venus, right? You want to feel on the bright side. The weather's already kind of going down. So this is the weather that kind of makes you feel like, I just want to sleep and be. A lot of people come into this season when it comes autumn equinox, equal day and night. Now it's starting to look, it's darker earlier. It feels, when it's 8 o'clock, it feels like 12 at midnight. So depression season kicks in for some. Please don't let that be you. But people just want to really keep the peace. So interactions with people, just to be polite and cordial. Or you can call it fake. Let's keep it a whole buck. Okay? Like I said, facades will be playing out. And that's okay. If that gets you through your day, your mind doesn't know what's reality or not. Just make sure your thoughts in your mind aren't negative and they're not, because whatever thoughts you have internally come out in your reality. So just make sure you're not beating yourself up. But you may know that someone else is playing fake and you're like, yeah, okay. And then walk away. And then that's it. Just leave it at that. Like, don't even have another side combo. Like, just laugh about it, kiki ha ha, and move on, okay? Many people, would you say, I don't like small talk. I hate small talk, especially with Saturn and Pisces right now in my chart. I can't stand surface level small talk. I really can't. Like, I'll just walk by, like, when I'm walking my dog, like, my boyfriend's like, hey, how you doing this morning? I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I'm just like, they don't even care. They wouldn't have said nothing to you if you ain't say nothing. But you so like that. I can't do it. So another concern with this season is, people are going to be overly concerned with their appearance. So you could be in the mirror picking at your face. You can want to change your hair or your hairstyle. Because I know one thing, this curly bob, I got the other hair out, so we've been doing curly. I'm about to go straight to do my hair. You might be looking at your face, your body, like looking at little things. It's not like Virgo energy where you're nitpicking and being super meticulous and detail oriented, but you just want to look good and feel good. So whatever mood you're in, that's how you're going to dress for that day. If you don't feel like it, you can still look good in some sweatpants and some flip-flops and a tank top and still feel good about yourself. But you're going with more so with the mood that makes you feel good, that matches externally with internal. Is more so the Libra vibe, okay? But for some, it can make more people kind of focus on rather, how should I say? Some people can focus too much on how they look rather than how they really feel. So, for example, let's say you got an interview tomorrow or something like that, or you're going to be giving a speech or whatever. You may feel nervous as shit, frustrated, you didn't study anything, you didn't do anything, you're not prepared, oh my God, but then you look the part though. So, you know what I'm saying? That could be a theme as well, which might lead to you having to wear that facade or put on that mask and have that superficial behavior that I was discussing earlier, or judgments based on looks. So this is kind of like, not like Gemini season where it's super gossipy, but somebody will have something to say. Let's just kind of put it all the way out there and be a whole buck. But all in all, you guys, Libra season is really all about balancing the scales. Finding a middle ground between thinking things really through and taking action. Okay, I'm going to do another video. We do have Mars in Cancer at 12 degrees. I'm going to talk about that as far as the action planet, but I'll have that be a separate video because I want to get you in the details. So connecting with others is going to be the name of the game without losing yourself. So like I said, this is a time to take care of self, right? Internally and externally. But also to now when you're involved with connections, relationships, whatever ship you're sailing, This is where, with that Venus and Scorpio now, this is where you can deepen all of that. This is where it can really come together. This is where you're like, you know what, I actually care about you. I give a fuck about you, and I want you to know it, and I love you, so I'm gonna do this and do that. You know what I mean? Or this can be like, you know what, you got a great work ethic. I see where you're at. I see where you're going. I'm gonna just really invest in you. You know, this is that energy. Okay? Also, too, you may reveal certain things that might come out. Let me not go too deep into Venus and Scorpio right now, but yeah, it's coming out in all your ships. Okay? Now, if you guys are wondering, autumn equinox, let's kind of go into details about that, because I feel like a lot of people don't even know what it means. So pretty much, it's the moment where day and night are equal. They're perfectly balanced, meaning there's 12 hours of daylight and there's 12 hours of darkness. And this is why where I live on the West Coast, it gets dark hella early, like, I don't know, like 6 something. I like it when it gets darker later, because I feel like I can do more. Now it's like, when it's dark outside, I want to be inside. But that gives me an excuse to be here with y'all on the platform talking. Okay. And being creative and things of that nature. So anyways, that's what that is. It's like Mother Nature kind of hitting a reset button that we all need right now during this time, you guys. Making sure everything's, you know, in before the day starts getting shorter and the nights start getting longer. So I would say for the collective vibe, you guys, this is all about balance. This is all about transitioning into the new energy that we have. Think of it like, I don't know, think of it like when summer's wild and that carefree energy starts to kind of chill out, okay? And we're slowly easing into a cozier, warmer, more loving space, just to really reflect on the past season. Okay, so it's a moment to really pause, you guys. It's a moment to really check in with self. So here's what it kind of means for everybody. Like I said earlier, balancing the scales. Autumn equinox. This is what it means. This is what's going down for all of us, to kind of break it down so you know. Like I said, night and day are very equal, so it's just really a reminder to balance your own life. What do you feel right now in your life feels like it's off balance, or you feel stuck and stagnant? You're not moving anywhere. Okay, what are you feeling? Whether it's between work and play, whether, you know, it's between giving and receiving. It could be a multitude of things. Spending time with others versus spending time by yourself. So it's allowing you to really look at these things to see, are they balanced or unbalanced? It's really pretty much the name of the game. And this is when we're asked to really even things out. I know I have been. Also letting go, okay? It's going to be a little bit iffy for some. Mars, the planet of action, is in the sign of Cancer. Cancer energy has a hard time, you know, taking that action and letting things go. But with the autumn equinox Libra season here, balancing these scales, letting go might be a little bit tricky for some, okay? Just like you see how the trees are starting to shed their leaves, right? So this is a time to let go of whatever's been carrying weight, whatever's too heavy, whatever no longer truly serves you. You might look at somebody and say, you know what, I don't want to work for them anymore. Or I don't care like I used to, so I'm not going to go balls to the walls anymore. And you just, because you know, the mask fell off a long time ago, right? And so you're starting to see it, and it's causing you to change your actions and how you operate and things of that nature. You might even look at yourself and be like, you know what? I've been participating in X, Y, and Z, and this ain't it. You know, and so there you go, starting to adjust how you operate, changing your routine or things that you're into. So it can hit us all differently, but it's just time to let it go. bad habits, grudges, even old goals that you felt like, yeah, you're just attaching yourself to something, but you haven't been putting any action to it. Well, so maybe you're just not that passionate about it. Let me see if everybody can hear me. Sorry, I just got a phone call. Oh. Okay, relax. So hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay. So where was I at? Letting go. Yeah, so it can be hard. So let go of those old goals that just don't even make sense anymore. They're not matching where you're at, where you're going with this new version of you, or this new person that you're trying to become, or your new goals that you have to end out 2024. If you are into that whole fourth quarter deal, or if you really believe fourth quarter like I do, hold on, guys. Okay, so if you really believe that whole fourth quarter deal, but I feel as if the new year really starts next year in April, but you can really take it how you want it. So this is the time where it makes sense to really clear out your closet and take a moment for your mind, body, and soul, because we are in harvest season, okay? Now, this season is often pretty much feeling as if it's like you're reaping the rewards of what you've been working on all this year. It's really a time to start looking back, you guys. It's really a time to start looking. What? Sorry, I'm getting all these messages. Okay. It's really a time to start reaping the rewards of what you've been working on. Okay. What seeds have you been planting all year? What grass have you been watering? Looking at your garden, where are things going? How far have you grown? How far have you changed anything, or have you not? It's really time to really look at everything physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, whether this is your career, relationships, your own personal growth right now during this time, okay? And whether, you know, it's just like you just gather everything up and celebrate your wins, and take your losses and turn that word losses into, okay, these were just challenges and lessons that I learned from, and this is where you got to kind of nip things in the bud and really make that solid effort to commit to change, okay, and to transition. So pretty much Libra season can be looked at, since Halloween is coming up, right? How I tie that in. It's preparing for the dark, okay? So as we move into the darker half of the year, like I said, this is the best time to work out now, to get on a health regimen, to do all of these things. That way, it comes summertime, when it's time to pop outside and look all cute, you're going to feel so great. Okay, you're going to really start off the new year, the real new year, the way that you should. So it's nature telling us, all right, slow down, okay? Really look at everything. Get ready for these long nights. What are you going to be doing during these long nights? Get creative. Okay? Get into your work. Get focused. You know, it's a good time to plan ahead. Self-care, like I said, is going to be super key. Because winter, you know, is coming up. We got Halloween candy, we got the Thanksgiving feast, we got the whole Christmas, you know, dinner, then you got New Year. So it's like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? How are you gonna set yourself up for success with more time and rest to reflect and to really pick it up? So let's kind of dive in with this energy really quick here. for all of us, because I know I did a Libra, like what Libra energy is like, but for all of us with Sun in Libra, let's talk about the collective. Let's break it down with Sun in Libra, okay? So the Sun is our core, it's our ego, okay? So in Libra, it's shining the light on all relationships. Any ship you sailing, side ship, situationship, partnership, love ship, whatever, okay? It is shining a light, whether it's romantic, whether it's business, friendships, all of it, okay? And it's going to deepen because Venus is in Scorpio, which I'll do another video on that. So, you know, some people are walking around like, where's my other half? Where's my other person? If you're single, right? If you're in a relationship, you know, some people are like, I need peace. I'm trying to play fair. I'm trying to play fair ball here. I'm trying to keep things pretty, trying to keep things cute, you know? So you'll be seeing a little bit more, like I said, the diplomatic approach to things, trying to keep the vibes smooth and really avoid any type of conflict during this time, okay? But here's the catch. The Libra, like I said, sometimes can't make decisions for shit. So indecisive, like, should I go left or should I go right? So you may feel like, oh, should I really do this or should I not? You know, I'm going through something right now where I'm like, oh, what do I do? It's like a catch-22 kind of a vibe, and I'm like, should I do this or should I not? So all of us, no matter what it's playing out in, this is like a business opportunity. So it's like really, you know, it could be hitting you different. Your relationships, should you do it? Should you not? You know, career, you know, it could be hitting everybody in multiple ways here, okay? Can we just go straight and just not deal with it? Or it's like kind of that energy, you know, it's like you kind of want to move past it. But Libra season is air energy and it will get you stuck in your head. So overthinking every little move, so just try not to do that. So if you feel like you're floating between many choices this month, the Sun in Libra is gonna definitely pull you in. Let's kind of talk about it. I can't stop bringing it up because Libra, or Venus, was just chilling at home in Libra. You got read up and now it's in Scorpio. So let's kind of talk about Venus being in Scorpio, you guys. This energy is a whole different vibe to Venus being in Libra at home chilling. Like I said, sometimes when a planet is at home, it's kind of like you like to be lazy. Think of it when you go on a vacation and you just came out of country and you come back home. Well, you might take a week to unpack your bags and do laundry. You might make some food and leave the dishes in the sink for a couple days, you know, because you just want to relax and you just want like to reset, right, and not do anything. So that's how Venus was in Libra. And now it just shifted. So it just shifted over, right? Let me pull up. Hold on. And the degree that it's in, literally, it's only 3 degrees, right? So this is going to deepen as the degrees increase. But Venus in Scorpio isn't about looking cute, okay, and keeping it lit. It's about going deep, okay? So think intense love, passion, you know, just raw emotions, pretty much everything uncovering right now during this time. The truth. You're going to see really the truth, okay? There's going to be many hard pills to swallow. You may hear some great constructive criticism at work, but guess what? You needed to hear that so that can push you or elevate you to make a decision to know where you want to go. You may hear something, a hard pill to swallow in your relationship, but guess what? You may needed to hear that because you perceived something in a different way, or you just missed the token on that and didn't, you know, look at something in that way, and you're like, you know what? I needed to hear that, even though it sucked hearing it, but you needed to hear it. So in this case, with Venus and Scorpio, you guys, like I said, deep connections are going to be a theme. Like I said, Libra season, relationships, balancing the scales, having Venus come from home into Scorpio, it isn't small talk or casual dating. It's kind of like, you know what? I want kids. I want to get married. You got a job. What's your FICO score? What's your credit score? I'm just playing. No, but it's seriously, it's like, are you serious about like, what do you want to do in life kind of a vibe. You're going to hear conversations like this. So people are going to start I would say, forming real bonds during this time. Okay? That are real, raw, and transformative. Because we're coming to the darker season. So some of you guys, if you're looking to get closer with someone, this is a time to say, hey, you know, let me know your deepest, darkest secret. Hey, what are you really struggling with? You know, these are the types of convos that have the open floor right now. And it's a perfect time, okay? Whether it's love, friendships, things of that nature. So keep that in mind. It's just not surface level, but it is potentially going to be there when you're out and about, you know, doing your daily living activities and things of that nature. Emotional transformation, I feel as if is going to happen because, like I said, Mars is in Cancer, which is the planet of action, but also the degree of where it's at right now with Libra and the Sun, and then also Venus being in Scorpio. Did I decline this? Venus in Scorpio is really going to help you grow through your relationships, okay? When things get revealed, because remember, Scorpio is deep. And then you have Mars in Cancer, which is on top of the ocean, like kind of like on the shore of the ocean, like the crab just watching everything. And then you have Pisces kind of like, where's Nemo? And then Scorpio is way deep down there, right? So think of it like that. So when Venus is down there digging deep, you may really dive deep and be like, you know what? I do love what I do, you know, or this is my passion. You know, or I love this person. I'm going to figure it out. Or this person is so awesome. This is my friend to the end, you know, ride or die. You're going to really look at things, people, places, and things like that. And it's going to have a nice emotional transformation, you know, especially if you've been stuck or you've been holding back. This transit is really going to help a lot of people if you really take it seriously. Okay. I would say this is going to help heal. I feel like a lot of people are going to evolve. I feel like a lot of people are going to transform and emotionally. And you're going to actually see your relationships as a tool for growth. Okay? And it's going to be intense. The intensity is going to, because Scorpio's way deep down there, right? It might be just what you need to level up. Okay, just remember that. So tons of passion. Like I said, you might be like, you know, I got a passion for this. This is what got me here. This is why I started this. I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to dive into it. A lot of you guys might be feeling that. I don't care if it's a business opportunity or a career move or relationship or friendship. You know, you want to move somewhere or travel somewhere or go. You're going to be so thrilled and just be like, yeah, I want to do it. Okay, Scorpio does not play when it comes to desire, let me tell you. Okay, so expect tons of passion. I feel like I'm losing my voice. And, you know, like I said, Venus is here. Excuse me. With Venus here, that means the heat is on, okay, especially when it's in Scorpio. So, you know, whether it's being in love, you know, this is where you can deepen your love connection. Whether it's creating some type of passion project that you had sitting collecting dust, and now you're like, you know what, I'll bring that back out, I'm going to do it again. This is the energy right now. This is the energy. Okay. A new approach to life is how you should really take all of these things. You're going to feel everything a little bit deeper. When you want something, you're going to go after it. And let me tell you, Scorpio doesn't give up. They will sting, honey. Scorpios have this determined energy. If they truly want something that they feel like they can get, they're gonna be relentless. Okay, now this could be, you know, depending on how the scales balance. It's like it could be a major takeover. So let me tell you that part. Let me just go. That's a great segue, right? So pretty much what to watch out for while Venus is in Scorpio, and I'm gonna dive into this video, a whole separate video deeper. But jealousy, control. Venus and Scorpio can really bring out a possessive side of love, okay? And if you're feeling insecure or, how do I say? If you're feeling like something's being hidden from you, you might lean into jealousy, envy, all those things. And you may try to try and control a certain situation. So be careful with Venus and Scorpio. I'm not saying everybody will do this, but you may even witness this, or you may do this yourself. So it's that I need to know everything vibe or I'll lose it kind of thing. So just be very mindful of this and try not to let suspicion take over. Try not to fortune tell or mind read through anything, because this emotional intensity overload may occur. Right now, it's not that much right now. Venus is 3 degrees in Scorpio at the moment, but it will intensify as it continues on. So if you're not careful, you just kind of might get stuck in those deep waters of Scorpio, you guys, obsessing over something or someone. Okay? And the same thing that you love could kill you. So just, that's the thing, okay? So keep an eye on those things that feel a little bit too intense, okay? Kind of like back up a little bit and just really reassess the situation and reevaluate the direction that you want to go, okay? Since here goes that Pluto energy coming in, right? And we all know Pluto just moved into the sign of Capricorn for our last of our lifetime. What is it going to be, like 300 years it'll be in Capricorn again? And then so think of that Pluto energy playing out, which rules Scorpio as well. You can add in Mars there too, but it's just that energy of like fear can crawl in, and think of Venus being love and money, right? So it's like Scorpio is also the sign that likes to protect itself. Like Scorpio will find a way to protect itself. So you might feel like you want to go deep, but you're scared to actually open up. That's what that looks like. You might want to be vulnerable, but you're like, can I really trust this person? So this can lead to many power plays, Pluto energy playing out. You might be very methodical about what you say to certain people, how you say it, who you're saying it to, when you're saying it. A lot of power plays can be playing out during this time with this energy. So instead of being vulnerable, some people may try and control a situation to really avoid getting hurt. Basically what it is. So I would say what to focus on when Venus is in Scorpio, you guys, really embrace being vulnerable. I would say, take this urge to be real and raw in your relationships. Like it's time. Like, what do you gotta hide for? If you gotta hide and lie and be secretive and all, it's like, what are you in? What is it? What kind of ship is that? What ship is that? Are you using somebody? I mean, because that's what it's giving. Okay. Open up, even if it feels scary. This is where the magic happens. Really open up. Let me see what other aspects are playing out. When you can let someone see the real you, that's when you know it's like, that's love right there. Like not just being in love with someone, like being of love, doing things out of love. Love is the highest frequency you can be in. So if someone could see you truly being you, authentically you, this is like, that's the golden ticket. And a lot of people don't really get that. All in all, you guys, flaws and all, just be you. Just be honest. What else can I say about this? Trust that whatever's for you will be for you. Some people are scared to be brutally honest about the way someone's treating them or how they feel about a person, place, or thing. Being honest, I think it just, because what can you do? You're saying exactly how you feel. It's kind of like you're telling that person, this is who I am, take it or leave it. And then you don't have to create no lies or facades or masks. It's just all a waste of energy when you do all of those things. And you got to keep up with it. And then some people become pathological liars and believe their own lies and be like, oh, remember I told you that? No, you didn't tell me that. Wrong person. Or, no, I did tell you that. No, you didn't. Like, or, you know what I'm saying? You might get caught up lying and forgot that you lied and then tell the truth later. Oh my God. I see it happen a lot. So this is where you can really, I would say, transform your relationships. It's really time to dig into the real stuff. Okay? What needs to evolve? Like, really ask yourself these questions. Where do you need to be honest with yourself or other people? Where are the intense feelings that you're feeling right now in life? What sector is that? Career, relationships, love, money, whatever it is. You know, it's a great time to really address those issues pretty much for the most part. A lot of things that's been swept under the rug. You might want to come back and transform it. Let's kind of talk about that because we do have Lilith in Libra. So remember, we have Sun in Libra, Lilith in Libra. I'm going to talk about rising signs in a minute on what house is being affected for you. So if you know your rising sign, you're in the game. I'm about to give you the tea on how to alchemize this energy. So Lilith and Libra really quick, because I get a lot of, on TikTok, everyone loves all my Lilith videos. So this is where things get a little juicy. Okay, so pull in. Okay. Looking at it right now, you guys, Lilith is at 9 degrees in Libra. Lilith energy is very rebellious, okay? It's a dark-sided energy that kind of brings out all of our rawest desires and all of our deepest shadows. So imagine the Sun and Lilith being in the same sign right now. I would say, you know, in Libra, it's challenging to deal with all the polished, like, harmony that's playing out. Lilith and Libra is like, I see you playing nice, but what about the real shit you're hiding? Like, that's Lilith and Libra, right? It's kind of like, I see through the smoke and mirrors, okay? So you might feel some pent-up anger or frustration about where you've been compromising, okay? Too much, especially in relationships. So Lilith is not here for the fake peace. She's going to stir the pot, bring up anything you've been avoiding. If you've been people pleasing or bending over backwards for people that aren't bending over backwards for you, just try and keep the peace. Lilith's going to make you snap, like, why am I always the one giving in? You're going to really look at yourself like that, okay? So Lilith and Libra is really all about power dynamics for that dark-sided energy in relationships. You know, who's controlling who and what's being sacrificed? Is this a sake for balance? You know, you're going to see people getting really real about what they need, number one, and what they deserve. So, especially in their connections, any ship you're sailing, okay? Whether that's love, work, you know, friendships, it's time to stop playing nice for just the sake of it. So a lot of you guys are going to start seeing where, damn, you know, I was doing a little extra people pleasing here. I need to stop doing that because people are walking all over me like a rug. So this is where people are going to notice that Lilith and Libra. Let's move along, you guys, because how long have you been live? Oh my God. Talking too much. I want to get to the cards. So rising signs. I'm going to give you guys some tea on how to alchemize this energy while we have the autumn equinox during Libra season. So if you know your rising sign, you can do Sun, Moon, and Venus, but if you know your rising sign, it's greater actually to go based off of that. It's more personalized to you if you go off the rising sign. Okay, you know how I do it over here on the channel. Aries rising, let's talk about it. So Aries rising, looking at it, let's kind of pull it up. Okay, so Aries rising, this is going to be in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. So your relationships are definitely going to be in the spotlight, whether it's romantic, business, situationship, close friendship, whatever ship you're sailing. This is a solid time to really connect with people and spark some new relationships or partnerships. This is a perfect time to smooth things out before there's drama. So kind of watch out with Lilith here. There might be some hidden feelings that could be bubbling up during this time as well, like jealousy, power struggle. So be mindful of projecting onto others. Okay? I would say just focus on balancing those relationships and making sure you're not over giving or under communicating during this time, and just play fair ball. Okay. Taurus rising. So Taurus rising, this is going to be in your 6th house of work, health, daily routines, things of that nature. So you're going to feel a push to really beautify yourself and really figure out a daily routine to be in, okay? Maybe you're going to start a new fitness routine, maybe organize your workspace. And with Venus here, since it's all about aesthetics, your work life might get a little nicer vibe, okay? Maybe some harmony between coworkers, or loving the little things that you do in your new routine that you have for the season that's coming up. But with Lilith in Libra there, I would say, this might stir up it could stir up, I should say, a little bit of rebellious energy around work, around your health. You might be like, oh, I'm on this kick, a diet kick, a meal plan for 5 days. I want to go to Shake Shack. I want a fat burger. You know what I mean? So it's okay to do things in moderation, but it might be an everyday thing, So I would say Lilith here, like I said, is that dark energy. You may feel trapped in a certain routine at your job or at work, and you feel like you may want to break free. Okay, so you just make sure you're not burning any bridges. I would say Taurus rising, create balance between responsibilities and self-care. You got to go to work to pay the bills, but also you need to get out and have me time kind of an energy, okay? Don't neglect yourself while you're on the grind, okay? Moving along. Gemini rising. Okay, so Gemini rising, this is playing out in your 5th house of creativity, of fun, and even romance. So this is a prime time for fun. This is a prime time to start flirting, to get creative. Venus is going to give you all the glow and the shine that you need, honey, in your romance and creating a new life for yourself. You might feel a little bit more confident with expressing yourself as well, whether it's through art, creative projects, whether you're out dating someone or just living your best life. Now, with Lilith in Libra during this time, I would say watch out, because Lilith will kind of stir up some deeper, more intense feelings when it comes to love or self-expression, you guys. So you might deal with a little bit of sensitivity or jealousy and envy if someone's not giving you any type of attention. Okay, so just focus on, leaning into your playful side as much as you possibly can. Keep it light, keep it cute, but keep an eye out for your deepest desires, okay? Thanks to Lilith, it'll affect how you express yourself in the house of 5. Cancer rising. So if you're Cancer rising, this is going to affect your 4th house, which is at home. This is your house. So home, family, your roots, things of that nature. So home is where the heart is this month, okay? Cancer rising, you might feel like nesting, decorating, just spending time with family, loved ones, if you live with someone, your kids, husband, wife, whatever, family members. It's a great time to really bring peace and harmony, Libra season, into your living space as well, okay? Now we're going to be, like I said, hibernating. We're going to the darker part of the wheel here, so really watch out with Lilith. It can bring some old family issues that could come up here, or some power dynamics to the surface that might arise, okay? Also, especially if things have been already tense, it's going to intensify. So try and focus on balancing your personal space, your sanctuary, your home, your family, your relationships, and don't be afraid to set boundaries, period. Leo rising. Leo rising, this is going to happen in your 3rd house of communication. I would say this would be excellent for you, Leo rising. Like, your communication skills can be on point right now. Okay, Venus is going to make you like extra charming in your conversations. You're going to be a little bit smoother on how to talk to somebody, So this is a great time for networking. I would say, especially if you're an entrepreneur, networking, learning something new, okay? Or just reconnecting. This is also a sibling house too. But with Lilith in Libra, watch out, because Lilith might attempt you to really push you to kind of speak a little bit too freely in certain situations that don't need your 2 cents. And you might push boundaries in conversations. You might just go a little extra. Yeah. So watch out for those power struggles, or saying something that you can't take back. Okay. Really focus on finding the balance between speaking your truth, but also still speaking, like, keeping the peace. There's a delivery that you can utilize when you want to tell the truth, with also trying to keep the peace. So communication doesn't always need to be like a debate or feeling like you're in court, okay? Virgo rising. So Virgo rising, this is going to play out in your 2nd house. So if you're Virgo rising, Venus is going to shine on your money, your self-worth, the aesthetics of things. You could really attract some sweet opportunities with this being here in your 2nd house. Money, okay, unexpectedly. For the very least, you're going to feel very confident about your value, the way you treat yourself. Morals, values, and beliefs, it's going to be a theme for you. So yeah, check that out. But watch out with Lilith here. When it's chilling in this house, Lilith might really stir up some insecurities around money or how you feel about yourself, you know. So just kind of look at it's like light and dark being here in this house, okay? So avoid acting out of scarcity or comparing yourself to other people. Focus on what you do have and not what you don't. I would say, if it's in your 2nd house, you might want to start figuring out, where are you putting your money? Do you have a savings and things of that nature? Make sure whatever decisions that you make align with your financial choices and the things that you value, if that makes any sense. Okay. Libra rising. Okay, if you're a Libra rising, of course, this is going to be in your 1st house of yourself, your identity, you know, your personal goals, Libra rising. So I would say this is grand for you. It's your season if you're a Libra rising right now. The sun, the Venus was here for a little bit, but then it left. Now Lilith is here, hanging out in your 1st house. So I feel like there's a glow up that's going to happen for Libra risings. It's a time for you to shine, set your own personal goals, worry about yourself, putting yourself first, because you got to put your mask on first before you can save anybody else. Now with the dark energy of Lilith being there, it might stir up some deep-rooted insecurities that could play out that you've been dealing with, or you might have a desire to be a rebel, okay, against what others expect of you. Like if your boss tells you to do something, like, no, I don't do it like that. I want to do it like this. Or your mom or your dad or, you know, your partner or whatever might tell you to do something a certain way, and you're like, no, I want to do it like this, okay? So that might come out. So don't be afraid to show your true self, but just watch out for any type of self-sabotaging energy that could play out. So focus on self-love, baby, okay? Own your power. Find that balance between being your true self and being diplomatic. Scorpio rising. Ooh, this is in a deep house for you. Scorpio rising is going to be in your 12th house, your subconscious, healing. This is kind of an isolated house. So this is a time for you to stay very low-key. It's time for you to rest, to reflect, do some healing work, some shadow work. This would be great for that, because Venus can bring that sweetness into your inner world, okay? Maybe through art, meditation, lots of self-care routines, enjoying your own company, just doing things that you like to do is going to be key for you, because then you have Lilith chilling out here, that dark energy, and Lilith might bring out those shadows to the surface, baby, okay? So you might have some old fears that might come up, some traumas that might be revisited. You might get triggered, or things that you've been trying to avoid may come to the surface because the Lilith is there. So it could feel very intense, but it's a chance for you to look at something and be like, oh, this really bothers me. Heal it so you can release it, okay? So focus on balancing between resting and reflecting on a lot of those things. Try not to shy away from solitude. It's okay to have alone time, but you know when it's time to pop outside, okay? But make sure you're not isolating yourself too much. That's the deal. Let's do Sag rising. If you're a Sag rising, this is going to be in your 11th house. So Venus is definitely giving you all the love when it comes to friends, your social connections, social groups, things of that nature, your community. This is that 11th house energy. So this is a great time, like I said, network, join a group, you know, maybe you want to do yoga or a gym or boxing or, I don't know, learn something like IT tech world or whatever it may be for you. So put yourself out there socially. You might even meet someone that helps you, you know, move closer to your dreams or your goals when you're networking like that. Because somebody might know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, honey, okay? And with Lilith here, so Lilith might stir up a little bit of drama in your social circles. So just pay attention to that, making you feel like you might go against the group. You know, you might be the one bad apple because of something. So stay aware of those power struggles when it's happening in your 11th house, and just be mindful of the role that you play in your group, and don't let anyone dim your light, okay? Capricorn rising. Ooh. So this is going to be in your 10th house. This is your career, your public life, your reputation. So having the sun in the dark here is what I'm like calling it. Light in the dark, right? It's duality. I feel like that's how you can find balance, because you see the light in the dark, right? So Capricorn rising, I would say your career and public image could be so lit right now. What are you tapping into right now, Capricorn rising? What are you tapping into? What are you getting into? Venus is going to make you look good in all eyes of authority. At work, you're just going to be shining, right? They're going to just, oh, you get that opportunity. You can do that. And you can do that. And you want to do this? And just like, I'll give you all the hours. You know what I mean? Even your colleagues are going to look at you like, how'd you do that? I want to do that. So it's really a great time for a promotion. If you're an entrepreneur, it's a great time to launch a project or to dive deep into something that you were working on, or stepping up your game, you know, stepping up your leadership role and really pushing your life to where it wants to go. Now, with that Lilith energy that's chilling there, Lilith might really, I would say, just push you, to challenge you, to break away from the status quo. For example, if you're like, you know what, you should, everyone's like, yeah, go get that 9 to 5. And you're like, no, I'm passionate about my business. I'm going to work on that. So that could be the energy. But be careful not to act out just because you feel restricted. If you feel restricted, you're not going to, you know, want to do anything. It may bring on a little bit more of negative energy, more than positive, or more situations that you don't need, okay? So just balance, you know, having that ambitious energy, but also being diplomatic at the same token, and that's where you're balanced. So go for what you want and what you're passionate about, but keep things fair, keep things professional, and just move with integrity, okay? Aquarius rising. You guys don't worry about it. After the live video, I'm going to do all the timestamps. This is going to affect your 9th house, okay? So this is a great time for really expanding. This is all about maybe some higher learning, traveling, okay? You might explore the world, you know, dive into some new philosophies of life. I mean, Venus is going to add that like new touch to make it a little bit easier for you to connect with new cultures, new people, new ideas, new ways of doing things. So this will definitely help remove old patterns, behaviors, morals, values, and beliefs, and to really tap in. Now that you have Lilith on the other side, make sure that Lilith is going to make you question your own beliefs, your own value. Like, what? I've been learning this the whole time like that, and that's been wrong, or what? How come I never knew about this? So it's going to show you maybe you've been sheltered in a sense, or you got misinformed, or you've been programmed, right? All these things. So just kind of be careful. Find a balance between what no longer serves you, what you really need to ditch, and, you know, be careful not to try Try not to throw the baby out the bathwater, is that old saying. Okay? Because there's some things that are still cool that you can keep, that you know. So it's just finding that balance of exploring new ideas, staying grounded, keep an open mind, but don't feel pressure to jump on every new philosophy that crosses your mind, if that makes sense. Pisces rising. So if you're Pisces rising, this is going to be in your 8th house. Ooh, 8th house is a deep house. It's an intimate house. It's Scorpio. This is a house of transformation, honey, okay? Also shared resources. So I would say with this energy here, so Venus is going to bring in the sweetness to really deepen things up for you, Pisces rising, okay? And it's going to be really tapping into your finances as well. I would say, you know, intimate connections, maybe even deepen a relationship, emotional or financial, okay? So like, for example, if you and your mate live together, you're gonna really figure out, okay, how can we save this money and get together and build, you know, make our own house or whatever it is. How do we come together and create a business, you know? But watch out for the Lilith energy. The Lilith energy is going to maybe bring up a little bit of power struggles, a little bit of fear around money or being intimate. And sometimes love and money don't mix in that sense. So be aware of that. So you could feel like you need to break free from any type of controlling situations that could be arising. So just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Okay, what are we at? So focus on just trusting yourself, but still finding ways to be independent if that's your jam, okay? Just finding a middle ground. So you guys, all in all, let's kind of shift gears. Just to give you a quick synopsis, if you're just now tuning in, this month, Libra energy is all about seeking balance in those areas of life. I went through all the rising signs. It could be hitting house 1 through 12 for you. That's specifically for you. And Lilith just might stir up the shadows. So it's kind of like having the light and the dark, seeing the light and the dark, having the duality. And that's how I feel like it's going to help everybody really find balance during this time and harmony and have that peace by addressing these certain things and not shying away from them. Okay, so a significant turning point around the globe, autumn equinox. Here we go, guys. Relationships. So let's kind of dive in. I want to pull some cards. Let's do a collective spread, you guys. Let's get some collective messages that we all need to be knowing about. Okay. So let's do I want to dive deep with it? I want to pull oracles. I feel like there's some messages here for the collective that we can jointly provide. You guys make sure you hit the like button. Share this video out so maybe you can hear it. Oh, that was a whack shuffle. Okay. Put my feet on the ground. Man, sun, come out. Okay. What was that? What is the collective message that we need to hear? Collective messages. Wow. A lot of F's on the board literally just dropped down. That is crazy. What do we need to focus on during Libra season? Happiness. Forgiveness. Focus. Patience. Wonders. And flexibility. I really like this. Forgiveness, focus, and flexibility. The 3 F's, right? having patience while doing it. Like I said, having Lilith and Libra, having the sun and Lilith in the same sign, it's literally looking at everything black and white. And it's so, I feel like this is more so a blessing in disguise, because you can really see shit for what it is, where the scales have tipped, and where you need to go like this. Are you overgiving? Are you doing too much? Are you not doing enough? What's happening? And so that's the duality of it all. And I feel like this is where you can find true happiness. This is where things can actually, you guys can start to roll together. You know what I mean? Coming together in your ships, in your relationships, situationships, love ships, business partnerships, whatever ship you're sailing, you can really come together and figure all of this out. And that's why the forgiveness part comes in. Hopefully you guys planted some good seeds during the new moon. Coming up to the full moon, you're really starting to feel what's going on, because the new moon is next. So you have up until this next new moon coming up for forgiveness, forgiving people, forgiving yourself. And now it's time to really focus, as this autumn equinox is preparing us for the dark. You can really focus, put your energy into those creative projects, or those, focusing on self-care and getting yourself together, okay? But you have to be flexible, right? Because if you can see both sides of a token, it's like, well, I think both is great, or both has perks, or, you know what I mean? But like I said, there's pros and cons to everything, and be open-minded during this time. But also, too, having patience with yourself is going to be the name of the game, okay? We do also have wonders here. And I like this because Libra's an air energy, so it does have you in your head. So as far as the wonders goes, remember, we do have a lot of Neptunian energy that's playing out as well. A lot of opposing energy with Neptune as far as the sun, Mercury, but Uranus is helping with that sextile there. But remember, Neptune's retrograde in Pisces, Saturn's also in Pisces. It's kind of like, I want to be dreamy, but then you got to be disciplined. So I feel as if that Wonders card really tapping in mentally, preparing you, getting your, like, resetting your mind. It's kind of like a nice reset. Okay, reset. Like, wait, I got off track here. I played around too much this year, or I didn't get serious about myself. I need to really, like, get it together. Let me get a 30-day plan, a 60-day plan, a 90-day plan, a year plan, whatever it is. New goal setting, like I really gotta get, you know what I mean? That could be that energy. Okay, so spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, really getting it there. If you really want to see the 7 wonders of the world, how are you going to get there? How are you going to do it? Oh, look at the hummingbird just came through. Just literally dead stop smacking my face. It's like, how are you going to get there as soon as I said that? How are you going to do it? Put in the work, but you have to be patient with yourself. Okay? Love those oracles, you guys. Love them. Okay, so now let's kind of pull up the Tarotstrology. I want to pull some Tarotstrology for the collective. Libra season. TJ, what's up? Oh my god, I was gonna text you. I thought about you today for some reason. Something happened. And I was like, I need to text him and say hi. I'm such a bad friend. Equinox for the collective. I knew one more was gonna come out. I just knew it. Okay. A lot of passing through energy here. I really feel like I need to reshuffle, or I could use another deck and get clarifying cards. You guys, we do have the 3 of Wands here, okay? 3 of Wands is that energy of, you know what, I got the ideas, now I need to start going. I literally just said this. I need to start taking action, okay? Like I said, we do have Mars in the sign of Cancer right now, and using this Aries energy with 3 of Wands, it's like it may take a few times to get going, but now it's like third time's a charm. Let's go, let's do it. Also, too, this could be, you know, as far as 3 is an androgynous kind of a number, but also it can be coming together, meeting of the minds, come together with people and taking action and doing something. And you get with the 7 of Wands here right next to it, 7 plus 3 equals 10 equals a new beginning. It's like going and fighting for something that you believe in, whether it's a person, place, or thing. You're looking good while you do it. Libra season, right? And never giving up. And that's that energy. It's like, you know what? I planted all these seeds. I know it's not moving fast enough, but I'm not giving up, and I'm not going to stop. That's that energy. Now, we do have the Judgment in reverse. Pluto is shaking shit up, okay? It's like saying, hey, so you might be judging yourself. This might be negative self-talk, okay? You might be looking at things like, ooh, you know what I mean? Why did I do this? Why did I do that? Don't worry about it. You made mistakes. Things have happened. Keep moving. Go forward. Nothing's perfect. It's a lesson. Just keep going. You might be judging yourself a little bit too hard with the action steps that you're taking. You might be putting too much on your plate. So try not to stress yourself out or get overwhelmed with the moves that you're making right now, because Pluto is shaking everybody up. Pluto is shaking up the whole world right now, okay? We do also have the Lovers card in reverse. So with Lovers and Judgment in reverse next to each other, it's just giving that energy of, ooh, you know, do I love myself enough? Do I believe that I love myself enough to treat myself a little better, to do a little bit better for myself? You know, do I believe I deserve X, Y, and Z? So these are all the questions that could be arising right now, or the thoughts that could be coming through. Because we do also have the 2 of Pentacles that came in reverse along with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's kind of like you have all these ideas. This is that indecisive energy. You may have these ideas like, oh, I know I need to get disciplined. I know I need some money, or this looks good because I need money for that. But I'm really passionate about this. That's like the teeter-totter. Do I want this job or do I want that job? What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? This is penny pinching. You know, it's like you could have spent so much money during the summer. Now it's like, you know what? I need to really focus and know where my money's going. Where am I putting my money? Being frugal, okay? But yet, it's kind of like, what do I do? Where's the sacrifice going to come in? Do I take this job or do I go after my passion? I know I might not have as much money, or I might not have this or that, but what do I need to do? You know what I mean? Like, where are you going to go? So I feel like here the wheel is turning. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So I feel as if it's going to be a slow-moving energy, but I feel like the progress that you make, if you keep fighting and not giving up, whether this is money, career, love, and relationships, that fight is what's going to give you that new beginning, and the wheel is going to turn over, and Jupiter is going to expand everything for you, honey, and bring in the love, and you will receive the justice, is what it's saying. But you can't give up. A lot of people want to give up on themselves or other people right before they have a breakthrough. You want to give up. It's like the hardest. And some people might want to give up on other people because they're not, you know, going fast enough or the way that they want them to do it. And then right after that, it's like they get a glow up. You know? That's that saying, like, when exes kind of come back after you done glowed up. Like, oh, now you want to be sitting pie. You a day late and $1 short, homie. You know what I mean? So it's that energy of don't give up on yourself and, you know, whatever situation you're going through right now. Because there is light at the end of the tunnel, and everything is working for your highest good. Everything is working out. It's just not happening the way that you think it's going to happen or play out, but it's happening, and it's brewing, and it's stewing. But you got to be easy on yourself as far as the thoughts you're thinking, the negative, you know, pay attention. Pay attention to what you're absorbing. Like, what are you focusing on? What are you doing? Okay? Influence yourself in a higher light. Let's switch back to let's use our Chakra Oracles here. Let's see where let's get a collective. A lot of throat chakra energy coming out, you guys. heart chakra energy, which I'm not surprised because Venus, right? So coming together, 38 equaling the number 11, unity, coming together, thriving. What are we doing to thrive? I feel as if here, you know, Libra season is all about relationships, right? Whatever ship you're sailing or whatever community, anything, just coming together more than dividing is what we need more than ever during this time. And that's why we have the right action card. But you have to take that step. It's a new beginning. It's a new beginning. If you want to take a new journey, if you want to do something new, if you want to see change, especially if you're stagnant or confused or indecisive during this time, just at least put one foot in front of the other. Do something that you've never done before. It's all about taking risks and being in your truth while you're doing it. Okay, 37 equaling 10 again. 1, 1, it's like 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. Write that down, I'm telling you. So at times you might get a little bit of sensitive to change, right? Your lifestyle might shift. You might not do the things that you used to do, okay? You might move a little bit differently. You might not talk to the people that you used to talk to, okay? You might get a little sensitive to change. Okay, but change is definitely needed. So if you're willing to sacrifice, if you're willing to make certain changes in your life to see something different, to go a new route, to try a new way, then you will get to play, okay, and be abundant, like the positive abundance that could be coming through, whether this is having options because you have the money. You have the freedom because you have the money, you know, to explore, to play, okay? Infinite amount of possibilities and doors and opportunities and windows will open for you, but you have to be open to change and willing to take the effort and to walk in truth and integrity to make it happen. Because like I said, Neptune is in Pisces and it's retrograding, forcing you to go in and look at all of the illusions that's been playing out. So it's time to let it go. Let the air out, honey, because with Libra season and plus Venus is in Scorpio, truth will come out, okay? Especially when it comes to love and money. Now we can see all the illusions. Looking at the whole year, what illusions were you living through? Or what you were projecting illusions to other people? You know what I'm saying? So it's allowing you, so 27 equaling the number 9, it's allowing you to end all of those things and start a whole new beginning. I love that, you guys. Okay, guys, that is your spread. I got way more. I got some personal videos to do, personal readings. All the information is down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. And then I will probably be back later. I don't know, we're going to have to see. I'm trying to do duos. Okay? I love all of you. Thank you for your love and support, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.